My dear, last night I saw you, not as you are, but as you used to be in my dreams. Last night I saw you through shadows I no longer dare chase. I saw you last night, silent and distant, a ghost of the love I lost. Last night's vision showed your absence louder than any words ever could. I watched you last night, fading like a forgotten melody on the wind. Last night, your eyes held stories I wasn't meant to read again. I saw you last night, and the silence between us screamed louder than before. Last night, your face was a question my heart couldn't answer. I saw you last night, untouched by time, but broken inside like me. Last night, your smile was a flicker I reached for but couldn't hold. I saw you last night, wrapped in memories that haunt like delicate chains. Last night, I saw you crossing the line where love died quietly. I glimpsed you last night, a shadow that never truly left my soul. Last night, your voice was a ghost calling from a place I can't follow. I saw you last night, fragile as a secret that fears the light. Last night, you looked like someone who forgot how to love, and I mourned. I saw you last night, and my heart broke in the language of silence. Last night, you were a reflection I couldn't reach, no matter how close. I saw you last night, but you weren't the one I fell for. Last night, your absence was louder than any promise you ever made. I saw you last night, alive in my pain, but gone in your truth. Last night, I saw you wander through the ruins of what we were. I saw you last night, closer than ever, yet worlds away. Last night, your eyes held the cold comfort of forgotten dreams. I saw you last night, tangled in the silence that grew between us. Last night, I watched your shadow dissolve into the night's quiet grief. I saw you last night, no longer mine, but never truly lost. Last night, I found your ghost lingering in the corners of my mind. I saw you last night, and it felt like both a blessing and a curse. Last night, you were a stranger wrapped in the clothes of my past. I saw you last night, smiling through the cracks of our shattered story. Last night, your absence carved spaces where love used to live. I saw you last night, and the ache reminded me why I let go. Last night, I felt your heartbeat fading beneath the weight of goodbye. I saw you last night, distant as the stars, but closer to my pain. Last night, your silence screamed louder than 1,000 broken promises. I saw you last night, tangled in the web of what we lost. Last night, you looked like the answer I never wanted to find. I saw you last night, beautiful, broken, and impossible to hold. Last night, I reached for you, but only shadows filled my hands. I saw you last night, a fragile dream dissolving in morning light. Last night, your face was a question that refused to let me rest. I saw you last night, caught between what was and what could never be. Last night, you were the silence screaming through my restless heart. I saw you last night, a reminder of the love that left quietly. Last night, your shadow danced with my ghosts in the fading dark. I saw you last night, and the ache felt like both poison and cure. Last night, you were the wound that refuses to heal but teaches me. I saw you last night, silent and still, holding the weight of us. Last night, your eyes whispered secrets I wasn't ready to hear. I saw you last night, a mirror shattered by the truth of goodbye. Last night, your absence filled every corner of my aching soul. I saw you last night, but it was the silence between us that spoke. Last night, I saw you, alive in memory, dead to my touch. I saw you last night, and the longing felt like an ancient pain. Last night, you were a shadow I could no longer chase or trust. I saw you last night, beautiful and distant, like a half-forgotten song. Last night, your face was the ache that never left my chest. I saw you last night, an echo of love's fragile, fading light. Last night, you were the silence I both feared and craved. I saw you last night, and the pain was a language only hearts speak. Last night, you looked like a secret I wasn't meant to keep. I saw you last night, caught in the stillness where love once lived. Last night, your absence screamed the loudest in the quiet of my soul. I saw you last night, a memory wrapped in the shadow of regret. Last night, you were a question I couldn't answer, no matter how long. I saw you last night, alive in my dreams, dead to my touch. Last night, your face was a wound that refused to close. I saw you last night, and the silence felt like the loudest goodbye. Last night, you were the ghost that never left my heart's hollow. I saw you last night, beautiful, broken, and hauntingly familiar. Last night, your eyes held the truth I couldn't bear to see. I saw you last night, a memory wrapped in the ache of love lost. Last night, your shadow whispered the secrets we left unspoken. I saw you last night, and my heart learned how to break quietly. Last night, you were the silence between every word I wanted to say. I saw you last night, caught between what we were and what's gone. Last night, your absence was a storm I couldn't outrun. I saw you last night, a fragile echo of a love that slipped away. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. Last night, your silence was louder than the love we once knew. I saw you last night, beautiful, distant, and impossibly out of reach. Last night, your eyes held the sorrow of 1,000 unspoken goodbyes. I saw you last night, a ghost wrapped in the warmth of lost love. Last night, your absence was a wound that refuses to heal. I saw you last night, the ache in my chest made flesh. Last night, your face was a question I'm too scared to ask. I saw you last night, and the memory burned brighter than before. Last night, your shadow held the weight of everything we lost. I saw you last night, a fragile dream fading into dawn's light. Last night, your silence spoke the truth I wasn't ready to hear. I saw you last night, beautiful and broken, like the love we left behind. Last night, your absence echoed in the hollow of my heart. I saw you last night, a whisper of a love that slipped away. Last night, your eyes held the weight of all the things we left unsaid. I saw you last night, the ghost of what once was and never will be. Last night, your silence was the loudest song my heart ever heard. I saw you last night, caught in the space between love and goodbye. Last night, your absence was a wound that time cannot touch. I saw you last night, and my heart shattered beautifully in the dark. Last night, your shadow whispered secrets my soul wasn't ready to understand. I saw you last night, wrapped in silence, where love once screamed. Last night, your eyes held storms I never learned to weather. I saw you last night, and the ache was both curse and blessing. Last night, you faded like a dream I'm terrified to forget. I saw you last night, alive in memory, dead to my touch. Last night, your absence was a wound my heart wore like armor. I saw you last night, broken yet beautiful, like the love we lost. Last night, your silence was louder than any truth I dared to speak. I saw you last night, a ghost of hope I refused to kill. Last night, your face was a question I couldn't answer, no matter how long. I saw you last night, and the ache taught me how to heal quietly. Last night, your absence echoed in the hollow of my fragile heart. I saw you last night, lost between what we were and what never will be. Last night, your eyes told stories my heart could no longer bear. I saw you last night, a fragile dream slipping beyond dawn's reach. Last night, your silence was the loudest confession my soul ever heard. I saw you last night, tangled in shadows where love once lived. Last night, your absence was a storm I had no shelter from. I saw you last night, a memory wrapped in the ache of goodbye. Last night, your eyes held the weight of all our broken promises. I saw you last night, the ghost of a love I never wanted to lose. Last night, your silence screamed louder than 1,000 shattered dreams. I saw you last night, beautiful and broken like a fading star. Last night, your face was a wound that refused to close. I saw you last night, and my heart broke in the language of loss. Last night, your absence was the echo in every unspoken word. I saw you last night, and the pain was the only truth left. Last night, your shadow danced with all the love we'd let slip away. I saw you last night, caught between memory and the unbearable present. Last night, your eyes held secrets I wasn't ready to keep. I saw you last night, and the silence was the loudest song. Last night, your absence taught me the cruel poetry of goodbye. I saw you last night, a ghost wrapped in the warmth of our past. Last night, your face was a question I dared not answer again. I saw you last night, the ache, a language only broken hearts speak. Last night, your silence shattered the fragile peace I held on to. I saw you last night, beautiful in the way only loss can make you. Last night, your absence was a wound time refuses to heal. I saw you last night, and my soul trembled with all we lost. Last night, your eyes whispered stories I wasn't brave enough to hear. I saw you last night, tangled in the silence that grew between us. Last night, your shadow was the only truth I could still trust. I saw you last night, a fragile echo of love's fading light. Last night, your absence was a storm I could not outrun. I saw you last night, beautiful and distant like a half-forgotten dream. Last night, your silence spoke the truth I refused to accept. I saw you last night, caught between what we were and what's gone. Last night, your eyes held the sorrow of all our unspoken goodbyes.